Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Eternal. I'm your host, Powerboss, and once again, I am showcasing exactly what this mod can do, or this mod pack can do, and how it interacts with each other mod within the pack. I'm going to continue to advance Astral Sorcery tonight. I'm going to hopefully finally fix and find out why I couldn't do my Astral Sorcery Attunement. If you remember last stream, I did build a structure. I'm going to build another sextant because I turned the one that I had into a telescope. And I'm going to see if I have the structure correct, grab my paper, and we're going to attune to Visio. Um, at the end of last stream, I did build my enchantment machines. There are some more that I can build, but for the most part, I got everything that I wanted to, and after stream ended, that's what I continued to do, even though I was having lag problems. I didn't get into it last episode, but I'm going to attempt to venture into Twilight Forest. But first, before I do that, I am going to try and upgrade my Shuriken, because my Shuriken right now is very low damage, doesn't do a lot, and let's face it, if I'm going to do most of the things in Twilight Forest, or for that matter anywhere else other than the overworld and maybe the Nether, my Shuriken is woefully underpowered. So, without further ado, just as my computer decides to lag on me for a moment, I'm going to put away my handy dandy clipboard and see if we can continue on with this. I did fix my auto crafting last episode, and I did find a small pocket of diamonds that I turned into the compressed diamonds within my machine auto crafting upstairs in my ME system. Um, and I still need to fix my crystal chamber that makes my pure crystals, but that's just adding a small uh, conduit for extracting the items back out. Okay, what's going on? Just as I got ready to kick off the stream, it decides to do this. Well, phooey. Well, as soon as this fixes itself, we'll get this show on the road. I'll see what I need to make myself another sextant, and we will hopefully get that ball rolling for the next time it hits nighttime, and get ourselves attuned to Visio, which is the motion constellation. Come on. Never fails. Get the stream going, explain what I'm doing, get started, and everything just decides to come to a halt. One of these days I'm going to either get a second computer that I can host the server off of, or get just a brand new computer, because this is about a 10-year-old computer, and while it works great for most things, as you can see, it's not without its difficulties on other things. Not so much Minecraft itself, but playing modded Minecraft, streaming, and running a server all off the same computer just doesn't like it. Alrighty then. I think we're about ready to get the ball rolling and everything into action. Let's try this again. Okay, and we're back. Alright, so like I said, we're going to get started first with using our astral tome and making another sextant. Not in this tab. Here it is. So we need 2 of the glass lens, we need 2 gold ingots, and 3 sticks. Not that hard, right? That'll get us the sextant. So let's go ahead and see if we can get those. Hey, we have exactly 2 gold. We've got enough. And sticks. Planks. Just get a nice whole stack of them. Leave 3. That should be all we need, right? Was that all we needed? Yep. Let's go ahead and take that off our bar. As you can see, I'm gliding now, and I will show why in a minute. I want to get this made first. Alright. So the trick with the sextant, got a little helping hand about it. Basically, you right-click the structure and it tells you what's wrong. So apparently I have the top blocks wrong. And there we go. So I have marble pillars, chiseled marble. So if I go back and look at my Akashic Tome at my attunement altar, which is in the attunement tab, and I go and look, oh, that's right, it's supposed to be chiseled marble. Why are those wrong? Huh. Okay, well, let's take these down. Since all of these are wrong, uh, okay, so there's 4 types of chiseled marble. Excuse me, 5 types. Um, Wait, do we have it in our tank? No, maybe? Let's try this. See if this fixes it. How did you get placed way over there? Okay. Let's take out our handy dandy sextant again and look. Nope, those are still wrong. Why are those wrong? Hmm. Okay. So, yeah. That's a little odd. Let's go over here to our little astral temple that we marked. Hey there, Uber. Nice to see you out here. No worries, no worries. Okay, so, I mean, this says it's from Astral Sorcery. It is the right chiseled marble. So I don't know what's going on, why it's not liking it. No, that's not what the sextant was showing. No, because if you look, I can't zoom in on the picture, but the very top block is chiseled marble because it's got the grid cross section. And if you see it, it's the only four chiseled marble that gets placed. And just like it shows, these four blocks underneath are also hollow. Okay, that was weird. Go ahead and give it a little rest. Yeah, those are 3 high. Well, maybe they're not. Okay, how did that just duplicate? That was weird. Okay, it just corrected itself, but yeah, nice inventory decent. Alright, so let's put another pillar then. Oops. I will say it takes it takes a little bit to get used to the gliding aspect. Okay. Then it wants the chiseled marble on top. And this is going to be a pain. It's 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that was it. I didn't have it high enough. Okay then. As you can see, the attunement altar, once I fixed that issue, thank you Uber, it now shows white particles on the ground. So what do we need now? We need spectral relays. Which I'm going to need to make at least, probably 4 of them, I think. Okay, I have sextant up there, so I had a sextant. Weird. Alright. So we need some glass. Get 32 of them. Okay, we need nuggets planks, and any sort of marble. So let's grab some gold nuggets. We got 115, so we'll grab a stack. Planks. We can grab a stack. And we don't have any marble in here, except for the rune marble, and I don't want to waste those, even though I can make them. But we do have tons in our tank already. We just gotta find them. Oh, that's dark prismarine. There, marble. Okay, then. So we're going to have to wait for night again. Got a nice little bit of starlight automated, semi-automated over here. And then we place in oh, I don't have to worry about that. I'll show you why in a second. Spectral relays. What's the pattern? Nuggets, planks, marble in the center. Oops, I had it right the first time. Oh, wait. I need to turn these glass panes into glass lenses first. And I can't do that while it's daytime. Yet. Yeah, I just gotta wait for it to be nighttime. So while I'm waiting, let me go show you what I did. So I went up and made a new flight of stairs. Here's my enchanting factory stuff. I got the enchantment factory, the enchantment applicator, and the enchantment extractor. And I explained last episode how you do it. I have this Ender IO fluid tank feeding from outside by my mob farm, so any experience essence gets split between refilling the mob farm, mob duplicator machine, and then it gets put into this black hole tank, which then fills the two machines that need the fluid essence. This one just needs books and power. They all need power, that's why it's underneath. But if I go up again, I have a blank room for machine automation later. And then I got my ME system started here. I may clean it up later on, but this is just what it is for now. I automated all of the alloys for mechanism, and I upgraded all the machines to elite factories. There is no ultimates, even though there's an ultimate tier upgrade. I believe it's only for cables from mechanism, which we don't really need to worry about. But this is perfectly automated. It fills in each of the patterns for all the compressed resources on the bottom. It makes sure that the enriching factory will turn it into the correct resource. And then in the top interface is where I have all the patterns. And then they all feed back out into this interface down here, which is the one that has a crafting card in it, and make sure to keep 4 of each type of the plates, of the compressed materials, in the interface at all times. And they feed back into this to get put back into the ME system. You have to touch the smart cable up here, so it uses 5 channels, but it also allows all of your interfaces to get connected to your machine, your ME controllers. And as you can see, if I look right here, 6 of 32, so that's 5 interfaces across the top, 1 interface on the bottom and the back, and then here on the left side I'm going to duplicate everything over there, so this will get a little bit faster, because this is where it really bottlenecks your system, because this produces, as you can look up here in the patterns, your enriched alloys and your basic control circuits, your steel blend, which is also made from enriched iron, and the steel blend will let you then turn it into steel ingots, so it's an easier way than outside to get steel. Then you have your atomic alloys and your reinforced alloys from your enriched, and pulverized obsidian, which turns into the compressed obsidian for the machine here. And if I go into my system, you'll see I have all these patterns already set up, and specifically if I were to search for marble, if I spell it right, I have 9 marble here, I've got chiseled marble that can be made, marble arches, marble bricks, I have the essence feeding in from downstairs, marble pillars, the rune marble, and the sooty marble. So all I need to do, if I need to, is just craft what I need here. And as long as I have marble essence from downstairs, I can always continually make the marble, because every single one of them, marble essence goes into the actual marble, and then the marble itself turns into most of these, along with aquamarine essence. And then if I go and show you upstairs, the last bit of it, I added a second CPU over here. It's just something small for my processor downstairs, and this one's still small too. I mean, these are only 1K crafting storage units, and then each one of them is a crafting coprocessor unit. I've got 32 channels dedicated to all these ME interfaces for auto crafting purposes, and right now I only have the one drive, but ooh, how did that get broken? I'll have to fix that, because that will bug me. There we go. As I was saying, I have only the one 1K ME storage cell so far, but each one of these can hold 10. There's varying amounts of each one of them, and in addition to that, this is an entire another 32 channels of just ME drive storage when I fill all these up eventually. And I do have patterns in my auto crafting system for those already. So if I type in storage, I've got storage for fluid, gas, regular component storage. This is the really big one. And then I have the actual storage cells. The blue ones are fluids, the yellow ones are gas, the white ones are actual storages for items. Then there's the crafting unit storages. You have the 1, the 16, the 4, and the 64. Oh yes, yes I did. If I look at my pattern terminal over here, I got my crystal growth chamber, which I need to fix. It does automate, or semi-automate. I have to go and manually pull it out at the moment. But I need to fix that. My factory is those machines right behind, which is all of the mech alloys. And I can even rename this from factory later to mech alloys. And then this is the 32 stacks of interfaces above with all of the patterns for auto crafting things. This one is the one that's like right up above the ME controller here. That's just to make the actual Certus quartz seeds themselves, which then get dumped into the growth chamber there off to the side. And all of the cables, all smarts, the quartz cables, dense and regulars. And of course you need the lesser patterns to make the smart cables. And that's really it right now. And then this small storage crate is right above, back behind over here. but I basically have to do something similar to this over here. So that way I can get my crystal growth chamber to pull out the 100% fully grown pure crystals when they finish growing. And I lifted this off the ground so that way I can kind of walk through. And then this is the terminal for the patterns as I make them. Here's my wireless access point. I need to make the security terminal. And if you notice, I have this little item laser relay right here and this item interface thanks to EmperDog. And I got my power generation up there. And then this interface, if you look, I have on every floor, mainly because it has like a 32 block limit. But it goes, you know, straight down the center, all the way down. Yes, I know it's nighttime and there's rifters out again. And if I come down here, you'll see that I now have my barrel connectors linked to it. And anything that is inside any of these barrels, because the barrel connector makes them all connected, I just send them out from the barrel connector, and there we go. I've never used anything besides the regular item storage cells. We talk about the fluid and gas storage cells for the ME drives. Yeah, you can thank EmperDog, because I was trying to figure out how I was going to move this all the way up those flights of stairs in my base without having to make it wireless. We tried the wireless access point, but yeah, the power requirements for that thing are ungodly, stupidly big. And then down here, I don't know if you saw this, I have the ethylene setup using level 2, I think, infinite water source. And all it's doing is feeding my guarding cloche and my electrolytic separator and my pressurized reaction chamber, providing all three with water, more than enough, using melons, compacting drawer into a crusher, and there we go. And this, if you look, not there, I have about 2,000 coming out that's going into this plug, but I had to add a second one over here because this is limited to a max output. And at 10 machines, 10 gas generators going, I am currently making about 4,500 RF per tick. Eventually I'll upgrade the universal cables and these gas conduits and these advanced energy or enhanced energy conduits so that all of this is a more efficient setup. But that's for later. Oh, and then I got a monster slaughter factory over there, a mob slaughter factory for pig slime later. I gotta go and re-get a sheep. I want to find some cows, but I need some more mob imprisonment tools, which unfortunately takes gas tiers to do. So yeah. Glass lenses. Glass lenses. They are still out there in my system. Why isn't this working? Glass panes into glass lenses, right? Glass pane. Oh, wrong pattern. I was looking at the Starlight Infusion machine instead of the crafting tables. So I need glass in the aquamarine. So I've got a little bit of aquamarine set up over here. Let's go ahead and switch this around. There we go. Alright, this can come out, and then we can do this setup. We can make 8 spectral relays. Oof! Watch that bar go up and down. Alright, those can go away. And then our resonating wand for now can go away. And what we're going to need to do is go into our Akashic Tone, and let's take out our constellation paper of Visio. Come on. Gotta love lag spikes. No, when I was first setting it up and I only had one gas generator going, it didn't like the connection for some reason. And I logged in off camera to try and fix it and figure out what was going on. And apparently it just didn't like the way they were placed, so I had to fiddle with it a little bit. But it was placed and built correctly. That's the little bug with them. Yeah, it was built right. It just, for some reason, didn't want to send the gases through. It showed the gases going through. I eventually fixed it, and then I built more gas generators. They are, and they're not ideal. When you upgrade them, though, they're a little bit better. And let's face it, most people use the upgraded ones anyway because of how much better they are. Let's see. Some other things that you missed was, I don't know if you saw it, I now have 9 of the lowest form of flux storage cells for my backup power that the 54K is feeding into. They're still only the lowest version of it, but... And I just DC'd from the game. Why is it giving me problems? God. Hate it. But whenever I can fix this and reconnect to the game, I will take that Visio paper that is here in my constellation section of the Akashic Tome for the Astral Tome, and basically it goes into your offhand, and the little white particles will change to blue purplish particles where you need to place the spectral lenses. And I believe you also have to put lenses on top of them in order to basically form the symbol of Visio, or whatever you're placing down. And then once it does that, you open up the perk skill tree for Astral Sorcery, which, let's face it, that's where the real fun begins with Astral Sorcery. Now, just as a little side note, normal Minecraft Eternal or Minecraft Eternal Light lets you go up to level 30. I did, however, raise the level limit in this, and I can get up to level 50. So just be aware that as I'm going through this, I did make that change myself. Now 30 just seems either too low, even though I know 30 is more than enough to get Astral Sorcery more than decked out if you plan your perks right. But this will just give me a little bit of leeway because of the fact that I am doing this as a stream and I'm doing this to showcase exactly what it can do. Take that as you will. The minimum level is level 1 for the perk tree, and the maximum level is 100. But let's face it, nobody's going to put it anything less than 10. And if you're going to put it all the way up to 100, unless you really sit there and specifically grind for it, you're never going to reach level 100 in Astral Sorcery. But even at 100, you cannot get all the perks throughout the entire Astral Sorcery tree. So do keep that in mind also. The level 30 level cap was put in place because it is supposed to be some sort of a balance. Just a little bit less than halfway, and it has to make you really think about where you put your points. Do you want to go for armor? Do you want to go for magic resistance? Do you want to go for damage? Do you want to go for health? And once I can get back into this and open it finally up, I will show exactly what I mean. Gotta love problems. But yeah, Emperor Dog was bored a little bit, and he was sitting in a couple of my streams. He helped me get my automation going for my control circuits in the back, because I was trying to figure out a way to automate it because the way I had it didn't work. Wasn't bad, just needed a little tweaking from what I had it originally. Come on. Why are you not catching up? I might actually make a suggestion. Originally, before I realized what I was doing, and I had already gotten about 3 episodes in, I was originally planning on opening this as a server up that others can join and play in, whether I'm streaming or not. And when I found out that my computer does not have the RAM that I thought it did, it got a little complicated to try and do exactly that. Now the server does work, is connectable, and perfectly runs fine. My stream, as you can see, hardly ever drops frames, cuts out, and things like that. It's only the client that gives me the problems. But basically the long and skinny of it is I have 16 gigs of RAM in this computer right now, and I thought I had 32, but I have dual channel RAM, so it basically is only 16 instead of 32. The client itself, minimum 8, recommended 10, and I think just for streaming purposes so that there are no issues, you'd probably want to put it up to 11 or 12, I'm not sure. But you don't want to give it much more than that because Minecraft Eternal starts eating up your computer anyway. Bad Minecraft coding, nothing to do with the mod pack or anything like that. It's Java's issue. And then for the server side, for light, it wants 2 gigs and then 1 gig per player. For regular mod pack, it wants 3 gigs and then 1 gig per player. So essentially for myself, I need 4 gigs. And then, 5 gigs, 6 gigs, 7 gigs for everybody else that wants to join per person, 1 gig each. I mean, I even have to close Discord because so much of my RAM usage is being eaten up by just the client and the server. That's not including the fact that I'm running a streaming as well. 9 times out of 10, my memory is at about 97% usage while I'm doing this. But then my computer has a nasty habit of Microsoft opening things in the background, which is what causes the disconnects, because my computer just bogs down completely because background programs like Windows Search are trying to pull RAM when there isn't any to be pulled from. So hence the lag and the disconnects. Blame Microsoft. What? Okay. So right now my RAM is already being pushed to capacity as it is. One of the other developers, Quack, did suggest that I remove a few of the mods. Some of them I like and I'm going to keep in anyway. The rest of them, if I do wind up taking them out, is not going to be until I update to 1.5 and add in the Thaumcraft showcase that Emperor sent me. Pretty simple instructions to put it in, but it's not going to actually get released to the public in the next 1.5 point whatever update for a while yet. But I think Emperor's pretty much done with it. But I'm going to show it off. If you're going to do it, I recommend waiting until after you get the stuff, because otherwise, like most quests in the quest lines, if you create it too early and then place it down, it's not in your inventory anymore, and it's going to want to have you recreate some of the stuff. And let's face it, most of it's just annoying to have to recreate what you've already created. But he added in some things without too much spoilers to make Thaumcraft tediousness so much easier. So it's going to be quite the show when I start streaming that here, hopefully in an episode or 2 from now. Okay, so back to where we were. I've got my constellation papers. I want my Visio. And if I put this into my offhand and then look, you'll see that I have the white particles. It is not nighttime. When it becomes nighttime, because I'm holding this in the offhand, you'll start seeing a few of them change to blue or purplish colors. That is where you place down these spectral relays. While we are waiting for it to be nighttime again, we're going to pull up our glass. Nope, not our quartz glass, regular glass. And we're going to make ourselves some more glass panes. Okay. We're going to do it twice. We're going to pull our aquamarine back out. And we're going to make some more lenses while we're at it. I'm not sure, but I think you need the lenses as well. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. I create another spectral relay. How about that? Now, as you can see, we do have some starlight in here because we have our handy-dandy spectral relays over there feeding in starlight, even though it's daytime. So some things you can still craft if they're small patterns. And it's lagging. Lovely. No, maybe not, but they will have other uses later on, so I'm making extras. What is going on? It's already sunset again? Jeez. And only let me collect 2 of them. Come on. I can't even open up the altar to take the rest of the stuff out. That's bumpkiss. My altar broke. That's why. That's what I was waiting on. That's what happened. Normally, folks, when my computer's running at its best, I usually get about 3 hours before it starts having these problems, just so you know. Alright. Alright. Ready to try this again. And hopefully actually get it to work this time. Because I'm trying to showcase what happens once you get the attunement. Let's face it, when you attune, it's one of the coolest things of the mod. And if it ever lets me, I will show it. Did it give me the rest of it? Yes, it did. Okay. Now, here we go. Now see how there's like a bluish purple particle here? You just place down the relays where these little spots are. Yeah, if you're too close to where you're trying to put it, that happens. And there we go. Now you see the pattern of Visio. It's a nice little arrow. You can take this handy dandy paper off, and we can go and attune ourselves. I think I placed my last spectral relay, which I didn't want to do. And here's what happens when you attune yourself. It does a nice little cutscene animation for this. So those of you who haven't seen it or are working on it, this is how you know you've done it correctly. Aside from the fact that the constellation shows. Get all the starlight particles to infuse into your character's body. Yes, it does take a minute to do it. And as you see, we get the advancements made. I can see the light. That's where it went. There we go. Now, if we go back into our little house, so we're safe from creepers and things, we can pull out our handy dandy Akashic Tome, and there should be a new chapter added. Perks. And if you zoom out, you can see everything that this tree has to offer. You automatically start with 1 point available, which is usually for the root. So let's just double click on that. Or no, I'm sorry, that's the one that you get, +1 to added reach. It says gain experience by traveling the world. If you look around here, here's Amara, 15% elemental resistances. Anytime you take damage, you get experience. This one is locked because we do not have this one uncovered. That's probably Decidia or Versio. And then this is the other one. And then the last one is Avitus. +2 to maximum life, gain experience by building things. And to be fair, we're probably going to switch to Avitus because, let's face it, we're going to be building a lot still. But if you look, see how this is purple, and you zoom in on it, 3% movement speed, 3% movement speed, 5% movement speed, and a chance to dodge. And you have to go in order on the tree. However, there's an added benefit if you come here to the center one. This one that's in the diamond. Once you have all 5 of these unlocked, this one becomes available. And this is a key perk that allows you to basically jump around this whole tree. And it also gives you 3 extra points. So by spending 1, you're getting 3. So you get 2 points back, essentially. And by doing so, it also allows you to get the other root perks as well, in any order. So for now, we're just going to... let's switch to Avitus to get 2 maximum life. Because this tree will get you a lot of life. So, we are going to go back into our handy dandy book and take out the Avitus. We're going to put this into our offhand, and we're going to go change up our constellation on the attunement altar. Okay. Now, as you can see, still blue particles. I'm holding the paper of Vetus, just in different areas. And I'm missing one. There we go. There. Now we can place these down in a different pattern. Because we want this one instead. And you can see it starts glowing again. Luckily we had enough. Oh, I can't change it. Why not? Well, that's because I've already chosen a tree. But we can leave this here. And since we don't have any perks into it, there's something that we need to do first. So if I pull out the handy dandy book and go back to reading under attunement, just past the altar, the shifting star. While being attuned to a constellation does provide significant benefits, the ultimately limited starlight energies within a body means that sometimes one desires to alter their powers or change how they expand them. Unfortunately, this means disrupting the attuned resonances which require an outside focus. The catalyst used for this focus, having its own internal magical energies, will unfortunately be destroyed in the process, but leave the user's innate powers returned to their natural, disorganized, and weakened state, ready to start all over. And as you can see, it takes a starlight, a luminous, or above crafting table. It says you at least need the starlight because a luminous takes too much starlight to do. No, I know, Uber. I did it for a reason. But we need to get illumination powder. We already have some stardust, liquid starlight bucket, 4 rune marble, and 4 aquamarines. So the only thing we don't have is the illumination powder. So if we go back here to the attunement tab, or I'm sorry, not the attunement tab, the exploration tab, you can see illumination powder is right over here. So all we need for 16 illumination powders is glowstone dust and aquamarines. So let's take out our glowstone. We got 20. That's enough for 5, right? We can put away our gold, our planks, our lenses, and our marble. And we can take out some aquamarine. And we can also put our Avitus back into our Akashic Tome. So now we go back to our crafting table. It is becoming sunrise, so hopefully we can do at least one of this before it resets. What did I just do? Ah, didn't mean for that, but okay. Can we get it before it turns too much? Yeah, there we go. So we lost enough starlight to do any more, but we got it. So now it's sunrise, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. But now we can come back in and do our shifting star. Now do note that there is a second one. But I will get into that in a moment. So we have our 2 stardust, we have our 2 illumination powders, we have our 4 rune marbles, and we have our 4 aquamarines. So now we need ourselves a bucket. Yes, I crafted a whole bunch of buckets. So we're going to go out here and grab ourselves a little bit of our liquid starlight that we made. We still got another bucket's worth in there too. And we come over here to the altar and put in our shifting star pattern. So what does this do? Well, not only does it allow you to change your pattern, as you see I don't have enough starlight yet because it's daytime, but do take note that it also resets your entire perk tree. So keep that in mind when you're doing this. However, if say you've gotten 10, 15, 20 levels into it, instead of using the shifting star, whoops, wrong one, this one, you can use instead a, actually it's not here. There is another one that if I look it up, which Uber was kind enough to point out, that's the next altar, the celestial altar. That's not right. Why is that not showing up? There's another one called an iridescent star, which will allow you to keep your current perk levels and still reset you to reattune yourself to another way, another pattern. Windows Start button as an inventory pet. That's cute. I'm not seeing it here. No matter. So we're going to go ahead and put our rest of our illumination powder away. And I'm going to put my resonating wand on my bar. I'm going to cheat a little bit. Excuse me. Just so we don't have to wait as often. And now we just have to wait until our altar shows. A radiant star. Gotcha. No worries, no worries. Your radiant star is what you use to reset your attunement without losing your perk levels. But we're going to go ahead and make one. We just need to wait for this to fill all the way up. Yeah, I know I was showing it. It's these up here. Something seems to be here, but understanding of it is not yet revealed. And there's all sorts of, there's the 5 main ones basically. As you can see, this one says Visio, this one says Avitus, and this one is Amara. So this one is Avorcio or Decidia, and this is the other one. Okay, we have enough. And there we go. So now we take this off of our hotbar, wait for this to craft. But we haven't put in our point yet, so yes and no. And as you can see now, I have this nice shifting star in my hand, and just right-clicking and holding it uses it. Breaks, and it says your light fades. But now, if I go into my perk tree, perks is gone. Now for this to show up also, it has to be in the sky. As you can see, it's over there. Then you have to wait for the animation again. Not a big deal. And there's nothing for you to do but sit and watch the animation. I mean, if I try to look around, nothing happens. If I try to move, nothing happens. So literally, you just have to sit and wait for the animation. But as you can see, this slightly above view of it, it does show the Avitus constellation. And there we go. And as you can see, my max health is now at 52 instead of 50. Okay, so instead of using what we did, now when we go into our perk tree, see a different one has started off highlighted. Now we just keep getting life. And now it's yellow because it's showing that it's active. When I gain levels from just wandering around, this is going to slowly fill up. This is your level. Like I said, normally it's 30. I did change it to 50 so I could showcase a little bit more. But then you just go and pick and choose things. So we're going to get 5% increased life already. So now if we look at our life bar, it says 55. I believe that the perk specifically ties to the life that you get from your astral sorcery, not your overall life, because 5% of 55, or 52 as it were, is not 55. Because 5% of 50 is 5 alone, so I'm thinking that it's 5% of what you're getting. So just keep that in mind when doing it. But 55 life is still not bad. It's going to only go up, right? So let's go and look at some of the other perks that are along the way. I already showed this one, which is another 5% life increase. This one is 15% more life. So it's going to shoot up to about 70 by the time we get there. And again, this one, gain experience by building things. Simple enough. The two quickest ways to get to the center tree, once we have it opened, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So down here is the quickest path. So that means we're going to get 4% increased effectiveness, 4% increased effectiveness, 5% increased effectiveness, 5% increased effectiveness, another 5%, 7% effectiveness, and then in order to get this, we have to discover these last two root perks. Also, by getting this one, we also unlock this when we get close to it. You can't see what it is now, but judging from what it is, this is life, more life, effectiveness, effectiveness. So it'll probably be this way. And then maybe get this and this. And then if you look, 2% chance to dodge, 5% chance to dodge, 5% chance to dodge. And occasionally your armor repairs itself a bit, the mending perk. So you'll never have to actually repair anything you have equipped again. But you cannot skip around the tree and just say, oh, I want this one. You have to make your way along the path to it. Something else I did want to showcase, as you can see, or might have noticed, I no longer am wearing my slime boots and jetpack. My jetpack is in fact in here, right here. It's only a tier 1 conductive iron jetpack, and I can increase that if I absolutely need to, and I probably will eventually. So why did I finally take that off? Well, if you look, I now have Empowered 2, Night Vision, which was a pain in the butt to get a carrot, Pocket Anvil, which means I can actually do this on the go. But now I have all these enchantments on. I have Aqua Affinity, which allows you to move faster in water. Mending, so it will slowly repair itself given experience when you do things. Respiration 3, which means I can stay underwater longer. Unbreaking 3, which allows it to take less durability damage, which is further reduced by Empowered 2, mind you. Magic Protection 4, because Banshees are a pain. And if you watch the end of my 16 part 2 stream, I think it was, or maybe my episode 15, I went against some blizzard elementals or storm elementals, and magic damage hurts a lot. Lightweight 3, I don't exactly know what that does, but it's good to have, I guess. Makes you run faster when you're actually trying to run. You're not weighed down by your armor. Tombstone Soulbound. In this, it doesn't actually do anything uh, because it's already put into your Tombstone thanks to Corrail Tombstone mod anyway. And lightning resistance, just to reduce overall lightning damage. The pants, Soulbound 3, Tombstone Soulbound, lightweight, unbreaking. This one has shock protection 4 and mending again. So yeah, mending on both and unbreaking 3 on both. So the chest piece. Why do I have this? Block reach, gills, which are specific only to armors. Lightweight 3, unbreaking 3, and mending, of course. Regular normal physical damage protection 5. I assume gills is also for staying underwater longer. I'll have to test it out and see what it does. But I believe that's what it is. And of course block reach. Yay, nay. If you get too much, it can be a hassle, I know. I've had like plus 15 before. And it kind of gets in the way, especially when you're working indoors. But it can help you, as long as you're looking down on something. And then the boots. I have Multi-Jump 3, Tombstone Soulbound, Lightweight 3, Depth Strider 3, which is also for swimming, and Projectile Projection 2. So if I look up Projectile, I have this one. It actually goes up to 4. Can I get it? Possibly. Do I necessarily need it? Not right now. But there are plenty of enchantments to go through before you get to the point where that's going to be something that you're going to need. So we can put away our Akashic Tome and we can continue on doing something else. Oh, and I haven't eaten the Luminous Jelly. I'll have to do that at some point. You know what? Let's go and bounce around the world. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Along with the actual enchantments, as you see at the bottom, I have Empowered and Glider, Micro Anvil and Empowered. And this one has, it actually came with Empowered 1 Jump and Thaumaturge boots, and I added flippers. And if you hold Shift, it actually tells you that it can still take Micro Anvil, Apiary Shoes, Empowered 2, Inventory 1, Jump Assist 2, or Jump 2 and Step Assist. I don't like the Step Assist, and the jump just makes you jump higher per jump. But if you look, I have Multi-Jump 3, which means you can jump while you're in the air. I like Multi-Jump better than the jump. However, like I said, for single jumps, it's good. But as you noticed when I was going over to, alright Uber, you have a nice night. If you take your glider and you're gliding for long enough, you can actually use multi-jump to jump again before you ever hit the ground. So it's kind of semi powerless flight, if you will, for infinite flight. So let's go test out moving in water real quick. We got a nice handy dandy little pond over here. Let's see how well we move. Oh wow, it's almost as if you're walking. It's nice. Okay. Whee! But I like the glide much better. If you hold shift, you descend. If you have the Elytra on, instead of the glider, it changes the way it works a little bit. But if you look, oh, I put my tome away, never mind. Come on. Thought I saw something. Alright, so that's that. Now back to the list. I wanted to try and do the Twilight Forest tonight. So where would be a good place to spawn that? Where do you think? You know what? I think we're going to put it... Well, let's put it over here. And build a little platform over here in front of my system and go from there. So let's choose some dirt. And let's build this up a little bit. Okay, so how do you get to the Twilight Forest? Well, we're going to need a bucket of water and flowers. So bucket. Let's use... Do we have any roses? No. How about dandelions? Yes. We'll need about 16 of them, we'll say. And a diamond, which unfortunately we don't have. However, since I did build the enchantment applicator, I can start taking these things and melting them down. You know what, let's do it upstairs. Because I believe we can melt it down in our alloy smelter. No. You know what, let's just take a look at which machine. Pulverizer will get us the diamond. Okay. Pulverizer's outside. Is there anything better, perhaps? Anvil, smelting, compactor. Oh, we can put it into our enrichment chamber. Oh, we don't actually want that. We're looking at the wrong patterns. Scrapper. That takes other crystals. Okay, so it's literally at our disposal right now, just our pulverizer. So let's go ahead and turn off our configuration and start throwing them in. This will get us 5 diamonds. Alright, so if we go into our quests, and right here in our introduction, we look at, which one is it? Nope, it's not this one. We'll go to the Dimensions tab. We want to go up this tree right, or no, not this one. This one. Nope, not that one. Not Limbo. Here we go, Twilight Forest. Right around it. Says, imagine stepping through a portal into a twilight realm filled with trees as far as the eye can see. Breathtaking vistas, amazing discoveries await you around every corner, but beware not all denizens of the forest respond to you lightly. Visit Dimension Twilight Forest. So how do we get in there? Well, we take our handy dandy diamond, one of them, and we make ourselves a 3x3 portal. Okay, so we're going to take our handy dandy shovel, and right over here where we built up this little bit of terrain, we're going to make it 3x3. Okay. Next, we're going to place our handy dandy dandelions around it. $16 was exactly how much we needed. And yes, I know there's a pattern that is hard-coded into Minecraft that the developer could not do. So it has to be just randomly placed like that. There's nothing that we can do about it. So you just have to deal with it. So let's go get ourselves a bucket of water. And just fill this up. And yes, I know I have my portable tank on me that I could just there we go. And then you just toss in a diamond. Bam! Twilight Forest. Do I want to go in yet? No, but I'm going to. For two reasons. One, to show you. Two, to showcase it a little bit. But before I actually adventure in there, yeah, I kind of need to upgrade this shuriken. It's got one modifier on it, and I need to at least change out the paper for some living wood. And the copper, the iron, and the black quartz should definitely come off as well eventually. I'll make one piece probably Restonia. And we'll go from there. But for now, let's get the world gen going. And it puts you right on the side of it. And if you look, it just looks like any other place, doesn't it? And our biome is a mushroom forest. Oh, look at this. Got a whole bunch of obsidian right next to a big cave. There's some goodies to mine. A little bit of lag going on. Okay. And as you can hear, I got chickens around me. But you have these nice big old trees to mine. Oh, we got some May apples. And we got some more beehives over here. This one's a modest hive. So let's go ahead and collect that, because we're still collecting our bees. We're going to get started on that sooner or later. And as you can see, we've got a nice, another big pit over here. Got some roots that we can mine up. But most importantly, we got this entire big block of obsidian that we can mine up. Oh, and look, there's a house right there. I know, mining obsidian takes a while. I think I right-clicked and accidentally reset it. Sorry about that. There we go. Twilight oak wood. More importantly, we get a block of lapis at the top. Now let's go ahead and see what we get out of this twilight oak wood. What's going on? There it goes. It's going to take a minute, but it's eventually going to mine up. Oh, come on. There we go. So let's go and take a look at this handy dandy house over here. First we got to find the entrance, which should be right over here. It's a little broken, it looks like. And we got too much stuff on us, so for the moment, let's just go ahead and fill up our backpack. Actually, nothing in that chest. How phooey. There should be more up here. Along with another monster spawner. There we go. And look, 2 more double chests. Well, a double chest and then this one. So let's make some more room, shall we? Okay. And also, we've got this handy dandy little firefly jar. So, because of space limitations for the moment, and another hive, and there's one up here, see. Where's our portal at? Right down there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stand right here and mark our portal with our journey map. And I'll make this nice and dark purple. And there we go. It's marked on our map. It's a pretty good biome. But for now, we're going to get out of here. And we are back. So what can we do to upgrade our shuriken? Well, it looks like our stash is getting full again. So here's what we can do. We'll see what can go in here still. Not much, apparently. And then let's pull out things that we can melt down. And I did pull the enchantments off of everything that I had in my inventory too. Okay. We're going to stick our scooperator back up in here. Got silver ore to take out and deposit there. And we're going to make sure that we rest up. Alright. And then we're going to set all of these to pulverize so that we can free up a little bit more of our space. We know these are going to get us wood. Apparently we can't do the gold here, but we can try to figure that out later. That gets us sawdust. So how do we do the gold? We just smelt it and we get the ingots back. And we can do it in a redstone furnace too, or an induction smelter to go straight to the ingots, which is honestly the better choice, but not necessarily needed at the moment. And same thing for the stone. Literally we can just junk it. So all of our stone stuff we're just going to get thrown away. And then these are going to go into our redstone furnace next door. Okay. And our nuggets can go away. Can we put away our sawdust? No. Okay, so what we're going to start doing now is going up to our ME system at the top. And we're going to make ourselves some bigger storage and see what we can come up with as soon as it lets me. Just get some auto crafting stuff going on for the moment. Make a few 1, 4, and maybe some 16 size storage cells. Maybe make another CPU processor for some auto crafting. But we'll try to make this one bigger. We could also add more co-processing units and crafting storages to the 2 that we already have built a little bit. Oh, come on. I'm not disconnected again. Man. Boy. Finally, it's catching up. uh, Let's see if this lets us reconnect now. Okay, so back to what I was doing. Let's make ourselves some bigger storage units and deposit the sawdust. And these can just get trashed later. So let's see. I want to make another crafting co-processor unit. Let's do 3 of them. 4 of them. As you see, we have all the materials. It's just going to take a minute. Want to make one more crafting monitor. Which we need a redstone torch for. And we don't have any sticks in our system right now. Do we have planks? Yeah, we can make some. Oh, whoops. Made the sticks, forgot to make the torch. There we go. So we have our crafting coprocessor unit. We'll shortly have our crafting monitor. And then we have some 1Ks. Let's see if we can make the 4Ks. Let's make about 4 of them. Need more gold and more silicone. Okay, so can we just make a 1 4K then? Nope, still need silicone. So more 1Ks it is for the time being. Still missing silicone. Well, we came here for the crafting storage cells. Can we make those? Why am I missing the ME storage housing? I guess I am missing the storage housing. I thought I made them. In my infinite wisdom, I probably removed it thinking it was a duplicate pattern of something. There we go. That should work now. And we can't make the 4. Can we make a 16 actually? No. Okay. We just have to wait for a crafting CPU to be available. So let's check on our craftings. Okay, what got held up? Oh, we need more redstone. Haha. Now those should be working. This one's held up by this pure Certus quartz crystal, which I know is in here, because I haven't fixed that yet. Okay, so the redstone. Oh, we got 91 in there. Okay, so what's wrong? This is where the auto crafting gets a little buggy and messed up. So we're going to cancel both of these. We're going to wait until this finishes. Okay, we're just going to dump these back into our system over here. We're going to try to make these again. So it's a crafting monitor, just one. Okay. We have one crafting coprocessor unit. We're going to make two more. Yeah, they both are. The 16K we can't make, so let's make a 4K. We have everything that we need for that. There we go. And then we have to go and pull out all 12 of these. And it finished crafting. Good. So we got a nice 4K storage cell. And we got our crafting monitor. And we're going to build some more 1K crafting storages. And we need more silicone. Do we have any still here? A little bit. As a matter of fact, we were working on this. We need some peak slime to do it. Okay. So we're going to go upstairs real quick. First, we're going to put in our handy dandy 4K storage housing. So that way we get a little bit more storage out of our use. And then we're going to build ourselves right here another 2. We're going to need another storage monitor. Let's see how many 1Ks we can make. We need 6, so we could probably make about 3 of them. Nope, 2 of them. Okay, so 2 for now. And we're going to need another crafting monitor as well. But we need more silicone and quartz glass. And that was the wrong quartz glass. And another redstone torch. And you know what? Let's set up a crafting pattern for a redstone torch. Because why not? Oh, come on. Drop it. That's why it's the wrong one. What was I making again? Oh yeah, 1K crafting storage. No. Another crafting monitor. Come on. Why is my redstone not wanting to go in? Hmm. Let me check those patterns real quick. Yeah, it says redstone. I don't know why it's not pulling it though. Hmm. So this was making two 1K crafting storage units, and this one was making one crafting monitor. So let's set it to go again. Now it worked. Will the two 1Ks work? Yep, they worked. And I'll need two more 1Ks for over here eventually. But I got a third processor up and running and a bigger storage, so we're looking on the up and up for the moment. And let's just check on our Akashic Tome. We're still only level 1. But as you can see, just from going to the Twilight Forest and back, it is leveling up a bit. Okay then. So let's go ahead and dispose of let's see, do we have a Rustonia blade? No, we do not. But we need to make a living wood anyway. But that's getting into Botania, which I'm not ready to yet. So, let's see. Let's get a Rustonia going. So to make the blade, literally we just use the Restonia. So if we come over here, take this out, put our shuriken in, wait, part builder, and some of our papers. Nope, not our papers. Patterns. Knife blade. There we go. We got our Restonia knife blade, which does hearts. This can go back into here, and then we gotta look and see what it replaces. That's the black quartz. So right now it does 3.3 attack damage. This would get rid of the black quartz. Let's see if we can get rid of the paper. Okay, we need one more modifier in order to get rid of the paper. So let's see, what material do we not want? Well-established, magnetic 3 and writable 2, crude strength, and crude 2. So let's see. If we take this out right now, crude strength, bonus damage to non-overworld mobs. Crude 2, bonus damage to bonus damage against unarmored targets. Magnetic 3, hitting things attract nearby things. And well established, you gain additional experience. Always nice, and writable 2. So we want to get rid of Magnet 3. So basically we just pop it in, and there we go. Hearts replaces Magnet 3. And it doesn't lose any of your experience, and you can do that as many times as you want, replacing the tools. The piece that you used gets used up, but that's fine, because now my shuriken is stronger. And if I look at it, it now does 357 damage. Not much damage increasement, but it's enough for now. What else can we do? There's 3 potential empty slots somewhere. Let's do some crate storage replacement. Which is this one, chest to storage crate upgrade. We need 3. I keeps wanting to use oak chests. We have spruce chests that we can use. 1, 2. Okay. And we're going to need another link cable, like so. And then we just shift right click. And our last link cable we put right there. And now it magically goes up to 274 slots. So that's nice. Thorn Pendant. Has a chance to damage attackers when worn. Okay, I can deal with that. Alrighty then. Next, what do we want to do next? Let's do some quest collections. We visited the Twilight Forests, and we got a drum. Spell casting. Way up here. Wondrous Wizard Power. Visited the Twilight Forests, so we get 150 coins. The Twilight Spellbook at Apprentice level, and a Ring of Twilight. Spells that are Twilight Forest in the Twilight Forest are 10% more potent. So that's nice. We did get Torchberries, Glowstone Dust, and Raven Feathers we all have, which will get us a choice reward of a spellbook and a Steel Leaf Amulet. Incoming damage is reduced by 10% when wearing full wizard armor in the Twilight Forest. And the first thing is the Naga Trophy. Transformation Powder, okay. Trade with Wizard, haven't gotten there yet. Create an oak bookshelf. We should be able to do that soon, if not already. And then a rainbow oak sapling. These trees would make for a perfect courtyard. They are naturally found in the Twilight Forest. You can buy them in the shop. You can find them in loot crates. We might even have some already. First, we're going to get rid of this drum. I don't care about the Ring of Twilight, and that we will find later. So let's see. Raven's Feather. We do not have one. Glowstone we do have. Okay. We have a black feather. That's what it was. Okay. I want to see if I can get a Digiminer. The digital miner is a phenomenal tool. The hardest thing is the teleportation cores, the robot, and some logistical sorters. So for that, let's see, can we make all that? Yes, we can. Okay, and we're going to need 2 of those. So let's go for some lapis. Some gold. And our diamond. Precious, precious diamonds. Okay. Then we need a logistical sorter. So we need iron. We need 7. And then a piston. And all of our redstone is moved upstairs. So we need another iron. We can do the redstone here. Let's get a stack of it. Oh, we need the... Never mind. And then the robot. Personal chest and 2 energy tablets. So we're going to go ahead and make that upstairs. So first we're going to make our 2 teleportation cores. but we need 5 atomic alloys, because if we look, excuse me, 6 atomic alloys. So we need 6. Can we make 6? Ah, yes we can. And then we can just watch. Mind you, it's doing a bunch of them at a time. Also, mind you that I do not have the energy or speed upgrades in each of the machines yet. Okay. So first things first, 2 teleportation cores. Okay. And we need 2 logistical sorters. 1. And we need to make another piston for the second one. Let's go ahead and craft ourselves 100 iron up here. Okay. And note that the logistical sorters do not stack. And if we look, all we're missing now is the robot. Steel casing should be easy enough to make. What are we missing? Steel ingots. Did we not teach it how to make steel ingots? Only the steel blend. Would help if I spelled it correctly. Alright, steel dust, steel grit. We have steel blend. Arc furnace is 1. And we just take it into our alloy smelter downstairs. Hopefully that is enough. Nope. We really need to upgrade to a regular alloy smelter. What do we need for that again? That's a simple one. We need this one. Okay, so we need dark bimetal gears. Dark steel nuggets. So dark steel we have 10. So let's get 2 of these. Okay. And an industrial machine chassis, which takes our industrial die blend and a simple machine chassis. So there's our industrial die blend. And there is our simple machine chassis, which goes into our induction smelter. Hey, we have some more steel ingots right here. How about that? And look, we now have ourselves an alloy smelter. We need another capacitor, so do we have one? We do. We have several, in fact. Let's go ahead and use this one. And we wait for it to fill up. And then this guy we can put away. I put away my steel, didn't I? Okay then. Back to our digital miner. So let's see, we now need to make the robot. Personal chest we can make. No, we can't. What do we need? 2 chests. Two energy tablets. So we need the enriched iron. Just 2. And of course, as I get closer, it starts to lag. So I'm going to attempt to get this digital miner built. I'm not going to place it in the world yet. Mainly because I don't have a way to power it the way I want to. Now we're going to need 2 of those, aren't we? So let's make 2 more. Now the robot itself basically is a little buddy that you can have following you around and doing things for and with you. Okay. Let's see. We need 2 refined obsidian ingots. That was the 5th machine that I needed. The osmium compressor. See, I knew there was another machine that I needed as far as the mech setup over there. So I need 4 of the enriched alloys and 2 of the advanced control circuits. So get our 2 circuits crafting, and then 4 more of the enriched alloys. Okay. Now, is there a compressed osmium? There is not. So, we're just going to take out a whole stack of osmium ores. We are going to need another conduit. Not those conduits. Energy conduit. Can we make the interconduit? Can make interconduits. Okay. We're going to need more item conduits. Another interface. Wait, what am I doing? Interface here. We have one. Okay. Wait, I made those. Okay. So, right here on the end, we're going to place our last interface. We're going to put down our osmium compressor underneath it. As soon as it starts letting me do things. Thank you. No, that doesn't go down there. We're going to put down our ender power. Change all of these conduits here, because otherwise they won't connect. Because ender IO is funny that way. Okay, and there. This side we will leave regulars for now. And then come behind with our item conduits. Oh, come on, quit it. We'll have to take our handy dandy configurator. And then wait for the lag to stop. Here we go. Frustrating. Alright. So this come on. First we configure it. auto eject. And then the purple is where the osmium goes, right? Yep, purple is the osmium. And then we're going to make a dust pattern above for the refined obsidian dust. So bottom is going to be purple. Or no, I'm sorry. Back is going to be purple. And the top is going to be input. And the output, we're going to need a place for that as well. I'm going to need another pipe on the bottom. So take 2 item conduits. And when I make the left side mirror this, I'm going to switch these two around. These two machines, the osmium compressor and the elite enriching factory. So that way I don't have to do an extra item conduit here. And then the output will be down. There. Now we just have to give it a pattern for refined obsidian ingots. And it would help if I was on the right terminal. Sorry for such a delay, folks. Okay. We're going to need another filter, which I can't make here. Need more paper of all things. Really? I do believe I put my sugar cane down in here, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So I guess I did not make a pattern for it to craft. So let's go ahead and look. I mean, that's a simple fix. I just wish it would stop doing this delay. So I'll just look through all of our patterns. No, I guess I did not take it to make it autocraft. Come on. So crafting pattern, paper. Oh, come on. Thank you. Look at that beautiful speed. Okay. Find obsidian ingot goes here. We need our hopper. And we need our last chest for that. Oh, we have hopper here. Come on. So our filter goes in, and it's going to only let in osmium ore. Then, back here, we take 4 there. And that should automate. Insert brown. Why is that not working? Yeah, that's right. Whitelist osmium ore. Come on. Extract on brown. Insert brown, insert brown, insert brown. This only has insert power, insert brown. So why isn't it taking? Oh, I know why. Silly me. I know why. That's what it was. I need one more gold. And this will get us exactly what we need. I had my outputs and my inputs switched on the bottom. After about the third machine I looked at, I realized it. Outputs the back, inputs the bonus from the bottom. Okay, now we have our lead installer. And it's pumping in more osmium ingots to fill this up. There we go. Now can we go back to the digital miner? Oh yeah, that's right. We needed 2 refined obsidian ingots. Okay. Oh, that's right. I never configured the back properly. Extract on green, Insert on green. What's insert on brown, extract on brown. Yeah. Oh, that's why, because it was never active. Whew. This starting and stopping is getting to me. No, it's still not pulling it out. Oh. I can fix it later. There we go. And look, we have a robot. And we have our first digital miner. Voila. There we go. And bam, thank you, ma'am. And we have some more quests to complete because of it. We got 4K ME storage cell. Magmatic floor with a blazing pyrotheum in it. Okay. That'll come in handy later. And we got ourselves the refined ingot up here. As soon as this decides to catch up, of course. And we never put an atomic alloy into our inventory, so we did not get the robot and the digital miner. Phooey. Make sure you check your quests, folks. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this again. Let's craft one here. Yeah. We need one of the elite circuits crafted. And then we need an ultimate circuit crafted. come on. And last but not least, this guy. Alright. Cursed Earth. Okay. Soulstone. A black market container. Some gold. Come on. Alright. Scuba tank, huh? And a gas mask. We'll need to make ourselves an electric pump. Which, to be fair, isn't that hard. An alloy furnace. Again, not that hard. Copper solenoid is probably the most difficult of that whole crafting pattern. Aside from creating the lead plates, which is just more annoying than anything. Then we have all these here. Machine interface, manufacturing, melter, and so on. Decay generator. These are for nuclear craft. Still need to get 8 of the energetic alloys, which we'll come back to later. Okay. We did manage to get the soul stone here. The soul, there's nothing but chemistry here. Walter White, collect rewards 2. Good bit of money, and what do we get for an item? Solidified experience. Cheap. The pocket dimension we can create. Spectre ingots with a stable ender pearl. Or you can just buy one off of the shop, which I think I'll do. It's only 900, so why not? Hey, we got a quarry out of that. That was a good reward. In order to get this, we need to visit the end first. So we can't get the ender lilies to work yet. We do have a good stock of them, though, so that's not a bad thing. And we'll have more than enough ender pearls once we do that. Locate a bounty board. We haven't found the village yet. And we can't really do much of all of this up here as of yet. I mean, we can build the waystone. What's this right here? Netherite ingots. For that, we need to find ancient debris. Netherite scraps. That's what that gives us. But now that we have our digital miner, we can do that very easily when we get back there to that dimension. We're missing diamonds, so we're not going to worry about this just yet. Even though we can grab a few more from the shop, we're not going to. What can we do more here? We can make our inferium ingots times 15 of each type. Base essence ingot just takes an iron and the prosperity shards, excuse me. And then to make the next level, just to do the same thing, but with Prudentium Essence. And I assume that's all the way up to Supremium. Yeah. Which will get use the Superium Ingot. Then of course there's Insanium Ingots, which we can get all that. But we can start doing some of these other seeds just to get them out of the way. So let's go ahead and do that. Third Essence. Third Seeds. We should be able to get that fairly easy. So let's just throw all this in here. Saves you from death while carrying, single use only. Maybe when we start exploring out in the wild vast yonder, we can do that. Dirt seed. We should be able to just make that. Oh, really, we need more Inferium Essence? So let's go outside where we have it. Come on, stupid lag. And while we're at it, we can open up this black market container. We got a condensed explosives. I don't really much like the explosives. Oh, come on. Alright, we got 512. That's a decent bit for the moment. Oh, come on. Now, I'm not doing this because I need the seeds. I'm doing this because I want to get the Mystical Agriculture quest out of the way. Alright, so what's the next one? Okay. Fire Essence. So we need buckets of lava for that. And Prudentium. Okay. Basalts. This is getting annoying now. For a basalt seed, we need mob chunks level 3. We are getting the pulsating iron ingots, so we need to go grab a few of those while we're at it. In order to fix this, I'm going to have to close my client completely because of so many disconnects and reconnects, unfortunately. Okay, so that's 3 more quests done. Hey, we got a Jaffa. So a cake. Hey, we got a human heart. Fire essence we can do. Redstone alloy. Nether essence I think we can do. Nether cluster. Wait, don't we have nether essence over here somewhere? No, we do not. Okay then. Come on, lag. This is going to be unplayable at the moment. Well, looks like I need to upgrade the compact cobblestone generator. Alright, so we have the cobblestone generator. We currently have the compact cobblestone generator. We need the dense cobblestone generator. So it takes 1 gold and a bunch of compacts. For the compacts, it takes a bronze and a bunch of regular cobblestones. And for the cobblestones themselves, we need basic plating, water, lava, and tin. Oh boy. But that will not be tonight. Because this is really starting to get on my nerves. As much as I want to do this in its entirety. There's just no way I'm going to with the fact that it's doing this. Alright. Let's go out and grab ourselves some more inferior essence. Oh, come on. Alright, as you can see, I went upwards a little bit for my enchantment factory. I forgot to show that. Again, it goes about 32 blocks away. So I'm going to go ahead and put about 4 stacks in here. And the rest of this I'm going to put again into my crafter over here. And just let that soak up and turn higher. And you know what? Since we're going to end the stream now, we're going to end it where we began. And that's with Astral Sorcery. As soon as it lets me. Because we've been moving quite a bit now. And as you can see, we're still level 1. So we can't do anything yet. But basically it's just building things. We're not building things, so it's not working as it's intended at the moment. Do note that you can, and probably eventually will, get more of the base root perks. And yes, they do stack. So you can get experience for moving, building things. You can get experience for taking damage. You can get them all. Alright. So, since I'm ending the stream here, we advanced Astral a good bit. We finally got the attunement. I showed you what I did with my armor. We went into the Twilight Forest, and I did upgrade my shuriken. So everything on tonight's stream was accomplished. Albeit, it got a little bit tedious here at the end, but you get the idea. When we come back next episode, I'm going to do a little bit off camera this time, probably to either upgrade my shuriken or just to get some things built. I have an idea of how I want to do it, and I'm going to just get a whole bunch of level ups, but I'm not going to share my secret of how I leveled up. But yes, it is going to be with building. And do note that you also cannot cheat with the building gadget, because if you do, the building gadget itself only acts as if you're placing 1 stone. So keep that in mind. If you build a 10 by 10 wall, it does not count for a 10 by 10 wall. It counts as 1 block. So, without further ado, I am going to call the stream here. Wow, clipboard has a lot of pages to it. I thank you all for coming out and watching the stream if you did. Uh, don't be afraid to interact in my chat because I will acknowledge everybody. I can see the chat, just so you know. Uber Helix was here, and I was interacting with him the whole stream until he had to go. So do note that if you want me to do something in particular, let me know. If you want me to explain something that I am doing, have done, or plan to do, please let me know. I will make sure I put it in as close to I can as the next stream. When we come back, I am going to continue to upgrade my shuriken, hopefully. Once it levels up again and I get another modifier slot, I plan to replace the paper. I might even start Botania so I can get some living wood to replace. So I keep my modifier slot, and it does a little bit more damage. It's still not going to be very powerful. But I can look through the Tinker's Materials Guide and choose what I want, and come next stream I can go ahead and do so. But one of the first things that I was asked about, that I'm finally ready and going to get into, is bees. Yes, bees. We are going to go through the entirety of it. I'm going to show you everything that you need from Gendustry. We got a couple machines here as soon as my mouse decides to work and don't lag. I'm just going to go ahead and set these up now on the left so I don't forget. It'd help if I didn't have that happen. And I'm going to show you and tell you about what each of these do and why you're going to want every single one of them. The main one we're going to want is the Open Sky upgrade, the Automation upgrade, yeah, the Lifespan upgrade, Cooler upgrade. Oh, come on. Let's see. Hell upgrade. Humidifier upgrade. Production upgrade. Light upgrade. Flowering upgrade. And the dryer upgrade. Those are the main ones we're going to want to get genetics labware, and we're going to set that up for auto crafting. I may do that off camera because it's really simple. If you look at the pattern, it's just a diamond and some glass panes. I will have to get some more diamonds, so I might do that off camera. We're going to need the blank gene samples, and as you see, there's a lot. And we're going to need a genetic template added, which again, diamonds. And I'm going to explain how all this works. We don't really need the error sensor cover, the item import cover, or the item eject cover as of yet. We may need a power module, bee receptacle. I'm not sure if we need the mutagen tank, but I'll put it there anyway. Genetics processor, environmental processor, upgrade frame, and for now, that's going to be it. Come on, my mouse doesn't want to go up and down. We don't need the sieve upgrade, and we already have the Scooperator MX200 Turbo. And we do not need the Industrial Grafter. But yeah, Um, Actually, before I sign off, even though it's being a little bit of a pain right now, there's one more thing I'm going to make before I sign off. And that is the atomic disassembler. As you can see, it needs 1 refined obsidian ingot, 4 of the enriched alloys, and 1 energy tablet. So we're going to make the energy tablet first. We need 4 of these guys. No, technically we only need 2 because we need 3 more gold. We have exactly 3 gold, but we do have a whole bunch of gold ore. Where am I? There they are. 1 here, 1 here. And there we go. Then we're going to need 1 refined obsidian ingot, 1 atomic alloy, and 4 enriched alloys, so 2 more. So first, clear this out. Let's make our atomic first. Oh, we have one. Very well. Enriched alloys. We're going to set it for 2 more. And our refined obsidian ingot. Just 1. As soon as it decides to stop lagging and being stupid. Just 1. And then we have everything we need. And even though I'm building it now, next episode I will show more in depth of what the atomic disassembler can actually do. I do not know why this is not auto-extracting though. It should be. Bam. And we can just throw our tinkers up in there, but we're not going to want it to get lost. So we're going to actually take those 3 items and put them down with our actual tinkers tables. Right over here in this chest. And now we have our handy dandy atomic disassembler. And just to show you what this can do, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to show you a little showcase about it real quick. Not too much because this lag is starting to really get to me. So, we have dirt. Oh, come on. That's dirt. That's how fast it mines dirt. Then we have stone, where it takes from a shovel to a pickaxe. One punch. Right? And remember earlier I was having a problem with an obsidian block. I'll just take one out real quick and show you. Still takes a while, but it's much better than the pickaxe, right? And it bypasses mining levels, so it doesn't matter where you are, what you're trying to mine, this can do it. It doesn't have to worry about durability because we have ourselves set up our flux network to recharge, and it has energy stored. So yeah, that's real nice. I'm going to set another aquamarine going over here just to build up some more of our starlight. Just so that it is constantly producing. I haven't automated it yet. And we have the Ender IO Enchanter over here. I put this puppy down, and it basically does some special enchantments, I should say. See? 38 pages worth of stuff. But do note that there is more types of enchanting stuff in the pack. So we have the Belt of the Enchanter, which is an item for a bauble. Not what you want. You have the Mana Enchanter from Botania. You have an Enchanter from Cyclic, which uses fluid, experience fluid, and energy. It kind of bypasses the experience requirement, but by the fact that you're using experience fluid, it kind of doesn't help anything. Of course, the Enchanter itself, that I just showed off to the side from Ender IO. Soul Vial is not one of the items. Broken Spawner Enchanter is not one of the items. The Enchanter from Extra Utilities 2. Basically, it takes any enchanted book, and Lord knows we have plenty, 2 diamonds and a machine block, and it creates this little guy over here from Extra Utilities 2. I'll probably make it, put it down, look at its interface, just so I can explain it and go over it. Because who knows? Maybe these materials are easy for you to come by. So I'm going to go over them. You have the Mine Colonies Enchanter, which is actually a building. You have the Rat Upgrade Enchanter. And the Disenchanter from Rats. Wouldn't recommend this one though, because normally when you want to disenchant something, you want the items, the book back. This is from Steve's Carts. Not really too familiar with that. The Entity Cell Enchanter. The Shadow Enchanter from Thaumcraft. This is something that when I start doing Thaumcraft, I am going to eventually build. As you can see from the pattern, instability, dangerous. So it's not going to be something that I'm going to do quite early on. It just takes a regular enchantment table to do. And it's done in what's called a runic matrix, which, as soon as this thing decides to work, I can show the runic matrix is made in your Arcane Workbench. Thank you. Finally. Takes a couple of arcane stone bricks and any sort of niter, which when I get into Thaumcraft eventually soon, I will show that off. Likewise for disenchanting, this is probably the one that I'm going to most likely wind up using a lot. The Lens of Disenchanting. It goes onto the Atomic Reconstructor outside, and I may also move that inside as well. Book of Disenchantment using Tombstone Souls, which I haven't actually placed any down, but it's a quick way of getting back to your soul from Corel Tombstone rather than using the Key on Death, because, you know, it's an option. The Rat Upgrade Disenchanter, again, you're probably not going to want to use that because you're probably going to want the book back. And Fabric of Disenchantment, which is also from Thaumic. There's also the Auto Anvil. If I could spell. Basically, it bypasses the need for experience and uses power, and it gives a random enchantment. There's also the auto... what was the other one that was mentioned? There's another one. But basically it does the same thing as the Anvil, bypasses experience, but at the same time takes more power to use, or something like that. It's the auto something. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Auto breaker, automatic feeder, placer, precision dropper, crafting table. There we go, auto enchantment table. That's the other one. But if you fancy yourself wanting to try it out, by all means. Again, it may be something that you have the materials for that... There you go. Auto converts compatible items. Huh. That's an interesting upgrade for a drawer over a barrel. For some things anyway. But yeah. So again, I've got my work cut out for me. I'm going to take back out my handy dandy clipboard and clear it out. And I'm going to make a few little notes. And I'm going to expand upon it in between episodes. So we're going to explain bees, talk about gendistry, explain atomic disassembler, okay. Well, I'm sure I'll come up with something. Oh, the end portal. We're not going to go for the dragon yet, but it will be nice to find where the nearest end portal actually is, because it can be quite far. We're going to try to find the desert boss That's by lighting a block of coal on fire and spawning the traveler and using some of the maps that he sells to find some of the things. What else? I think that's it for now. I'll stop it here. But yeah, that's going to be the start of next episode, and we'll see how far we can get to it. We got all of the things set aside over here of what we're going to need to build. We can take this off now. We got the quest for building that. Off camera, I will make 3 things. I'm going to make a second robot and digital miner to get these. I'm going to make a colored ender chest. This guy right there. Okay, not a vanilla one, and not the bag, which I already have, but the one that you can change the colors on. Also not the chest pet. Which I think I actually have the ender chest pet. Do I have the ender chest pet? No, it doesn't look like it. But that's okay. We have ender shards that we made. We do also have this little guy right here. Ender nuggets, which is just simply putting in an ender pearl. And we do have an ender lily, so we just need some endstone. Unfortunately, we currently don't have any. So, we need to take a trip to the end soon, because we're about to run out of ender pearls. But yeah. So again, thank you all for coming out. And if you can think of anything else you want me to put in the stream before I stream the next episode, go ahead and let me know. I'm going to also build up some more of my foods because I'm running low on cheese. I might get myself another nether star. Oh, I have one. Because what I want to do with this is create my remote. My advanced storage remote. Because that will allow me to access this network from cross dimensions. Oh, yeah, but I need the purpur blocks and the magma blocks and more ender pearls for that, so it'll have to wait still at least a little bit longer. Popped chorus fruits, what we need. We don't have any end essence yet. That's from cooking a chorus fruit. For the end essence, we need the end seed, which gets put on farmland of all things. Well, I think that doesn't change. It's supposed to be that way. But to make the end clusters for the seed, unfortunately, we need endstone and purpur blocks anyway. So we're going to have to find ourselves an end city when we get there as well. For the magma blocks, that we just need 4 magma creams. which I don't think we have, and we're not collecting at the moment. But that's fine. So, for now, I'm calling it a night. Have a nice night. See you next stream.